flying.
They just went a zinging.
We got fans on, and they're flying our papers all around.
It's a muggy day today.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you.
Raining all day where we're at.
I'm Fred.
I'm Adrienne.
And we're FnA Presents. Today is episode 20.
Woohoo!
Episode 20. We made it.
Yay! We made it.
Wait. We made it. Super awesome.
Awesome.
We got a good show for you today.
Yes, we do.
It's going to be big news, but short and sweet.
I like that.
You like that? I just came up with that.
I do like that, yes.
Big news, but short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
We got some stuff about the Game of Thrones prequel series.
Yeah. I'm excited for that.
Right. The Green Lantern series. The Tomorrow War trailer.
Ooh.
Starring Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
The Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. It's a new motel coming to Disney World in 2022.
Let me tell you, it's a disappointment. I mean, it looks amazing, but
We'll get to it. And then Netflix might be getting into some new deals as well.
I'm not too excited about that.
And then to top it off, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite shows of the year.
And I really like it as well.
And
he got me into it.
I got her on it.
I loved it. Ka-ching! I know.
Chalk another one up. Thank you. Thank you.
Invincible.
It was such a good series.
Yes.
It just wrapped up last week on Thursday. I think the episodes were dropping Thursday.
I think so,
Regardless,
yeah.
they are all available now on Amazon Prime. And I'm telling you what, if you don't know anything about it, watch the very first episode. If you are not sold by the end of the first episode, that's what I told you. If
By
you're
the
not
end
sold,
of the first episode, like the first time, the very, very first time that you introduced me to it, I wasn't really paying attention. So that's why I was like, I don't really, care for it too much. But then the second time when you reintroduced me to it, then by the end.
When you were actually paying attention.
When I was actually paying attention, yes. Then at the end of the first episode, I looked at you and I went, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why? Why did he do that?
Right. And was I wrong when I said it continues to get crazier from that point?
You were not wrong at all.
I was not wrong.
No, it continues.
We'll get into that a little bit deeper at the end of all this.
Yeah.
I forgot one thing at the beginning of this.
What?
Remember I said this is our 20th episode.
There we go.
There it is.
Yay.
Or wait. There it is. That's how we do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Wait.
Look down. There it is.
I'm looking. Yay, there it is.
I was excited. And what else is today? Check out the font. I got the Star Wars font.
May the 4th be with you.
And may the 4th be with you. Today is Star Wars Day.
Yes, it is. International Star Wars Day.
So, in honor of the International Star Wars Day.
We have our baby Yoda.
Oh, yeah.
We have Grogu here.
It's not a lamp, by the way. That's
No.
just a guy. Just a little
That's
Grogu.
my baby. That is my baby. Thank you.
Yes,
he
you're
is
welcome.
my little baby.
Is he going to chill with you today?
He's going to chill with me today.
Okay.
Absolutely.
For Star Wars Day.
Yes.
Ooh, check this out.
I really wish that Grogu was real because I would definitely have a baby Yoda.
Yodel. Check this out. I made that.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Well, it was a kit. I glued the plastic pieces together and painted it.
But I'll tell you what, he does make a lot of cool scenery for like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff.
From time to time.
Very talented.
I need to get back to it.
Talented. We'll show you in one of our future episodes.
Yeah,
how good
maybe we'll
he
do
is.
like a show and tell.
Yeah.
Show maybe I'll make a video of one of my projects or something.
Yes.
That might be fun.
You have to.
Okay.
Because you're amazing at it.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Anyway, let's get into the news.
Yes, the news.
News time. And we need to get some bumpers.
I know.
News time, and I'd hit a button and be like,
Grogu did it for you. News time.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Game of Thrones news. The Game of Thrones prequel series has begun filming overseas, and Matt Smith from the Doctor Who series, he's going to be playing Daemon Targaryen.
Okay.
All right. And from what I've found, the series is going to be covering basically the rise and fall of the Targaryen family.
Okay.
If you're familiar with Game of Thrones, that's Daenerys Targaryen. And
Khaleesi.
Khaleesi. We all kind of
Khaleesi,
know how it ends, but we're going to see, I think they're going to jump timelines.
Oh, really?
Because the story of the Targaryens spans over a few hundred years.
Ooh.
So maybe each season, maybe we'll get a different version. But there's not a lot of information about the show right now. All I know is they have been spotted on scene over in Europe, shooting scenes, what I believe looks like Dragon's Landing.
Okay.
Not Dragon's Landing. What was oh, darn it.
Brain fart.
The
Brain fart.
Baratheon brother that was an asshole that always wanted to take over.
Yeah.
Stormfront. Was it Stormfront? The name of the castle?
I can't remember.
Jesus, I'll get back to you on that one.
I know. It's been a while since we watched Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I know.
We're going to watch it again.
When we need a Jamie, like Joe Rogan does, where you could just be like, hey, Google this so I don't look stupid.
I could be your Jamie. I can Google it.
We'll get on it.
Wait. What am I looking at?
You're looking for the Baratheon's castle.
Baratheon's castle. Okay.
How about this, folks? Baratheon's castle.
Castle.
Well, this show is set to come to HBO.
Storm's End.
Storm's End. I was close.
Storm's End.
HBO sometime in 2022. The official date's to be determined, but sometime in 2022.
Okay. Nice. I'm looking forward to it.
Green Lantern series also coming to HBO Max.
Who's going to play
the Green Lantern?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. They're going to have multiple Green Lanterns, and it's going to span over a few decades. There's been news that they have cast Finn Wittrock from American Horror Story. Do you remember him? He played the Antichrist. The Devil's
him?
Kid. Yes. He's going to be playing 1984's Guy Gardner. He's one of the Green Lanterns.
Oh, wow. I really like him as an actor. He did awesome in American Horror Story.
Yeah, he did really good.
He did amazing. Yeah, he was, I think his name was Michael. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Michael.
In American
Horror Story.
Yes. Yeah. Like I said, the series is supposed to span a few decades.
Okay.
And it's going to cover a few of the different Green Lanterns. And we know of two of them right now, Alan Scott and Guy Gardner.
Okay.
So I'm sure there'll be more news coming out here in the near future. We get one name, they tend to start roller coastering after that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tomorrow War trailer.
Yeah, we seen little snippets of it when we were watching Invincible.
Yeah.
It was really short, but
not a very long trailer.
But it looks
probably like
cool.
a 30-second clip, right?
Yeah. I mean, we saw, a bunch of Chris Pratt.
Yeah, you get a good shot of him hanging out of a helicopter. Mm-hmm. Some people running around with guns, some cityscape, and at the very, very end, right before the camera cuts out, it almost looks like some type of alien creature.
Oh, yeah. It looks pretty crazy. Like, from what I kind of deciphered from it was, like, it has, like, a really long neck.
Okay.
Like, when they looked up in the stairwell, it kind of looked like I said, a long neck. And it was, like, kind of looking out at him and did that, the alien screech.
I was thinking more of like a tentacle.
But it looked like it had a face on it.
It could have had, like, a mouth grabber on the end of it.
But I'm serious.
Big, long tentacle with a mouth grabber.
It looked like it had a face on it.
Yeah.
Because it actually made that
It's such a quick glimpse. It's tough to see.
I could be completely wrong. You could be completely wrong. We'll find out eventually.
We will see. The synopsis for this Tomorrow War. A man is drafted to fight in a future war where the fate of humanity relies on his ability to confront the past. Like I said before, this is starring Chris Pratt, along with Yvonne Strahovski, and my man J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons.
Yes.
Nice.
He's getting a lot of roles lately.
He is.
He's been around.
Yeah.
I remember him in some other films back in the day, but, it seems like he's been getting picked up
I've
in
noticed
a lot
that
more lately.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's one of the main roles in Invincible.
Right.
So.
Yeah, he does the voice for Omni-Man.
Yep. Nolan Grayson.
Tomorrow War, I'll be watching it. I mean, it got my attention.
Yeah,
the trailer
too.
looked interesting enough for me to check it out. Whether it's good or not is still yet to be seen.
Exactly.
It'll be coming to Amazon Prime on July 2nd of this year.
Nice.
Moving on.
See, that's what I like when I see trailers and I can watch it like this year sometime instead of like 2 or 3 years from now. I hate that.
I mean, I'm still dying to see Black Widow.
Yeah.
They just dropped that thing the other day.
When's it supposed to come out again?
I believe June.
June. Okay.
June of this
My
year.
birthday month.
Well, Marvel dropped I guess you can call it a montage, just the other day, and the first half of it was probably like 3.5 minutes long.
Yeah.
The first half of it was pretty much just a montage of the first 23 films of the MCU, phase 1, 2, and 3, and then afterwards they put together a little montage of what's coming in phase 4.
Okay.
Remember, I showed you this. This is with the Eternals. We got our first glimpse of the Eternals movie. And
I had no idea Angelina Jolie's in it.
Yep, she's playing Athena. Or Athena.
Athena.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the god of love.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know if that's what she is in the Eternals, but as far as Greek mythology is concerned, you are correct, ma'am.
She's my celebrity lookalike.
Yeah. I dig it.
Nice. I don't look anything
what else?
like her.
They showed also Shang-Chi. We just had the trailer for Shang-Chi, but they showed a couple new clips of that. And then they had a bunch of announcements like the Spider-Man 3 coming in December, Multiverse of Madness, Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever.
Yep.
Ant-Man and the Wasp 3, Quantumania, and Fantastic Four at the end.
Right.
They showed the symbol for
right.
Fantastic Four. A lot coming in the next phase.
Yes.
And Thor Love and Thunder as well.
Yes.
And this was all these movies are supposed to be out by 2023.
By 2023.
By the end of 2023, all of these films will be out. I think this year we're getting 4 Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Next year we're getting 4 or 5 Marvel movies, and then the year after they'll probably have more on the slate by then that they've announced. And this is not even counting the Disney Plus shows.
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
Exciting times.
Very exciting.
Exciting times to be a TV watcher.
I know.
Right?
Be sure you got HBO Max, Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
Yeah, Amazon as well.
Or, hey, I tell you what, there's always the trick, and, sometimes you get busy, right? And you can't always keep up with this stuff. So what I used to do, remember when I worked really crazy long hours?
Yes.
I would wait until the entire series was out and available, and then I would get that free trial. You get the 7-day free trial to whatever streaming service is.
And then you can binge it.
And then you just binge it out in a week or two.
Yep.
Or in a week. You got 7 days
to
watch whatever you want, and then if you don't finish it, you could just make a new email address. You didn't hear that from me. So,
naughty.
Marvel got a lot of exciting things coming our way.
Yes. Yes, they do.
Next thing I got here is, let's talk about this. The Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. Okay? Let me get through some of this. I got some information from the website.
Okay.
All right? It sounds amazing.
It does.
It sounds absolutely amazing. This is coming.
It does.
Okay. Let me start over. Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser coming to Walt Disney World Resort in 2022. It's going to be a 2-night all-immersive adventure. The hotel replicates taking off in a shuttle to launch you into orbit. Okay? Where you'll dock with this Galactic Star Cruiser. Now, I grabbed a couple paragraphs straight from the website. This is off the Disney.com portion of the page that is talking about the galactic thing.
Okay.
All right? You got the launch pods. Arrive at the terminal, enter a launch pod, jump to hyperspace and rendezvous with a Halcyon Star Cruiser. I guess that's the name of the ship.
Okay.
All right. The Halcyon Star Cruiser. The launch pod docks with the glamorous Star Cruiser known for exotic expeditions in galaxies far, far away.
Okay.
The atrium, which is a portion of the ship, discover the heart of the Halcyon Star Cruiser, a welcoming place where crew and passengers gather. So I guess this is like your social area. I would assume there'd be shops there, where you can buy high-priced gift items.
Very high-priced gift items. Yes.
And you got the bridge of the ship. The bridge of the ship, you get to operate the ship's navigation and defense systems under the crew's guidance.
Yep.
I'm sure there's probably a ticket for that. No, everything's included with the price, all the stuff within the ship.
I went like this because the price.
We're getting there. We're getting there. The bridge, I just talked about the bridge. Then you got, these are other side attractions that they have on the ship. You get to wield a lightsaber. They got some type of thing where, of course, you get the, like the, in the original one, there was that orb. And they even showed it in the recent ones. It was the orb that shot the little lasers out at you, and you get to kind of deflect it with your lightsaber.
Yes.
It's something like that.
Okay.
So they probably got some kind of augmented reality, high-tech Walt Disney World type awesome shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The passenger cabins, okay? Each cabin features its own window into space with a view of spectacular ships and galactic sights. Now, what this means is they got some type of special screen on the outside of your window that they have this high-tech Walt Disney World technology that makes it look like you're in outer space.
Yeah, absolutely.
You'll look out your window and you will legit feel like you're in outer space.
You see space.
Yes.
Yeah. That would be amazing.
I've been on some of the rides there.
Yeah.
And, their immersive rides are, top of the line. You're not going to find...
That one ride that we did when it was in...
The Mission to Mars?
Maybe that was it. It was a Star Wars one.
Oh, okay.
That we rode.
Yeah.
Because when we were down at Disney World.
You're in the ship and Darth Vader caught us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I legit felt like I was in outer space.
Yeah.
It was awesome. They're amazing.
I'm gonna assume that the launch pod portion of this is gonna be something similar.
Okay.
Because you're supposed to be taking off from Earth.
Yes.
And going up and then going into hyperspace. So I'm assuming that's gonna be a ride. Just going to the damn thing.
Yep.
Where was I at? Yeah, the passenger cabin with the badass window. The Sublight Lounge. This is where you can sip a drink in this stylish lounge, a warm and inviting retreat for passengers of all ages. So mom and dad could get their intergalactic margaritas while the kids are drinking a little blue milk.
Well, how about that?
How about that?
How about that?
Pretty sure that's not included.
No, you're going to be paying for your drinks.
You'll be paying for your drinks.
Yep.
And if I remember correctly, when we were down there at not Disney, the Epcot Center.
Epcot. Yep.
Where they got you go around the world and they have a bunch of different bars. It was like $15 a drink. Each one of them stops is about $15 a drink.
Yeah, it was. Be sure that you save.
It was $10 for a bottle of water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. We are not joking.
All right, let me get through this.
Okay.
Crown of Corellia dining room. This will be the ship's restaurant, I'm sure. The themed restaurant.
Yep.
I think Corellia is a planet in the Star Wars universe.
I wonder what they call chicken fingers.
Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments if I got that wrong.
I wonder what they call chicken fingers. Because, they're going to be serving normal food, but they're going to be calling it
like Yoda toes or something.
Yeah,
Yoda toes. I'd chomp down on
fried Yoda toes.
I'd chomp down on some fried Yoda toes. Enjoy unforgettable meals in a setting known throughout the galaxy for first-class cuisine and intriguing conversation.
Oh, an intriguing conversation.
Yes.
So I guarantee that the waiters, waitresses, any part of the crew there, they're all going to be dressed up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's all going to be themed.
Yep.
I'm just going to, this is a guess. This is total pull out of my ass. But I'm going to say for a family of 4 to eat at this restaurant.
Yeah.
Is probably going to be about $200.
I was just about to say 200
minimum, and that's
I was thinking that,
and that's at the bare minimum. That's if you're like, no, I'm sorry, no Jello. We'll get you Jello tomorrow.
Yeah.
After we leave Disney.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And Disney makes hardworking families feel bad. When they go there.
They do.
So
because they have to overprice everything, and it's not right because, when you think of Disney, and especially like when I was a kid, we lucked out that we got to go because, you're a veteran, he's a veteran, so we got the discounted price. And the fact that I have family that lives down in Florida and they, were able to go with us.
Right.
If we were just planning a vacation and I didn't have family to stay with or anything,
we wouldn't have been able to go.
No. And that's what pisses me off because, like I said, since I was a kid, I've always wanted to go, and every kid dreams of going to Disney. I mean, it's a magical place. I just hate that it's overpriced. That's all.
Well, back to the news story.
Yeah.
Then. Then, of course, you can always hop on a shuttle to take you back down to the park where you can enjoy the Star Wars Galactic's Edge. That's the new themed park that they put in. The Millennium Falcon ride and the Resistance ride.
Yeah.
I think that's the one we rode.
I think so,
The Resistance ride. And it was awesome. It was absolutely incredible.
It was really cool.
Now, you get all of this. For the low price of about $3,300 per person. For 2 nights.
Person.
All inclusive with the attractions in the hotel, but that it doesn't include it doesn't count your travel or your amenities while you're there.
Yeah. You got to pay for your drinks, your food,
and food.
Any souvenirs you want, you name it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But still, just for one person, that's a lot of money.
Each cabin.
That's a ripoff.
Hold on.
Man.
Each cabin can hold up to 5 people. So you could, if you had a family of 4, you could rent this cabin out for $7,200.
Oh my God.
$7,200 for 1 room.
I would rather go to the Bahamas for cheaper than that.
Yeah.
And I'm talking, you go to the Bahamas for 7 days in an all-inclusive resort where your meals and your drinks are paid for, and it's cheaper than that.
Oh, yeah. Well, they ain't got a galactic starship.
I get that, but that's a ripoff, man.
Yeah, it's tough. For the average family, I don't see many of us making it to this attraction.
No.
Not saying that nobody will go, because I know people that are diehard Disney.
Oh, yeah.
And they will save.
Yeah,
they will save every last penny for 5 years if they have to, and that's what their trip will be. Is they will go on vacation once every 5 years.
Yes.
Just so they can go to Disney.
And then you got families out there that have the money that will do it, and that's what Disney targets.
Yeah, and they target the group that can make multiple trips there.
Absolutely.
Because I've met people like that too.
Yeah.
They have the year pass. Mm-hmm. So their tickets are covered, and then when they go there, they just stay in one of the badass hotels.
Yeah. Like, my cousins are lucky because they live close enough that they don't have to stay overnight.
They have that, and they have I think there's a state discount for residents of Florida.
Yeah, if you live there.
If you live in Florida.
That's why they have the season pass.
Right.
Because, just like you said, it's a shame.
Yeah.
It's a shame because there's so many people like us that would love to go.
Oh, yeah.
But, it would take us quite a while to save up for that. You know?
So I think this is garbage news.
Yeah, this is hot garbage.
Hot garbage news. Boo Disney.
Is there a thingy on there that boo?
I
Thank you.
Boo.
Thank you.
All right. Netflix is thinking
Moving on.
about digitally changing product placement in movies.
More garbage news.
More hot garbage news.
More
Now,
hot garbage.
I heard this on Pop Culture Leftovers, the one podcast I listen to.
They're an awesome podcast.
Check
you guys
them out.
Need to listen
Check
to
them out if you haven't ever heard listen to them. Now, basically, what this means is they can, for example, for sake of argument, let's just say the movie E.T.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think it's streaming on Netflix. I don't think I've ever even seen it on Netflix.
No, but we're just going to use it as an
a lot
example.
a lot of people have seen E.T.
Yes.
Now, there's a scene in that towards the beginning of that movie where all the kids are gathering for the sleepover, and they ordered pizza and stuff.
Elliot's older brother has his friends over.
Yeah, and I think they were playing Dungeons and Dragons, right?
Maybe. It's been a while since I've seen the movie.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure they ordered pizza from Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
And they were drinking Pepsi products, right?
This was made in the 80s.
Yeah. And I always think it's cool to watch these old things, and you look at these old like the old Pepsi can looks weird as fuck.
Even the old pizza boxes from Pizza Hut.
Right. Nothing looks the same, and
Nope.
it's nostalgic.
Yes.
Seeing those old things, and it triggers that memory of, oh, I remember how that used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, Netflix wants to be able to, they're thinking about being able to go in and using modern technology and digitally changing the products to something more modern, or even a different product altogether, like changing Pepsi to Coke.
Yep.
I think this is fucking
Dumb.
greedy.
Greedy and dumb.
It's greedy. It's fucking gross.
Yeah, you
It's
don't
just
change a classic.
It's 100% a money grab.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
These movies were made in the 80s, so they're going to have products that were around at that time. Mm-hmm. And that's, like you said, what makes it nostalgic. You get to see those things back. Like, I love watching I Love Lucy. I would be pissed off if they put modern shit into that show.
Right. Like,
no.
instead of, Palm Olive dish soap.
Yeah.
Instead of having like Dove of today.
Or Dawn.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's not
and
right.
Here's the thing, and it'd be such a cash grab too.
Yeah.
Because today's technology, it is super easy. You watch like TikTok and YouTube, and there's tutorials where they show you how to use a green screen and put yourself in another movie if you want to.
Absolutely.
So it's super simple to change these things.
Yeah. And it's not right.
I just don't think they should.
No.
It destroys the art of the film, okay?
It destroys the essence of it, too.
Well, think about this. A film is like a painting.
Yeah.
Okay? A director had a vision, a storyteller had a vision, and they put it together, and that's a piece of art. And that'd be like going and taking the Mona Lisa and being like, nobody has hair like that anymore.
Or let's
give her a new hairdo.
More. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, garbage news.
Yeah, it's...
I don't like it.
Another one. Thank you. Don't do it, Netflix. Don't do it.
And that's all I got for the news today, folks.
Yay. Ta-da.
Ta-da.
On to Invincible.
Invincible. Now check
this
this out.
show is awesome.
Ready? We're going to go. Invincible. All right. That should work.
All right. Now, spoilers. This is your spoiler warning. If you have not watched Invincible,
yes,
you have 5 seconds to leave. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's your warning.
That's it.
Invincible is an awesome. See, I didn't think that I would like it too much either because it is a cartoon show.
Right.
I'm not really into... Now, I do love Rick and Morty, Solar Opposites, that kind of shit. But, when it comes to, superhero shows...
Well, this is
I like...
completely different style of animation.
It's like a comic
yes.
style of animation. Robert Kirkman, he created in this Well, it's a comic and then made into a show.
You know what's interesting is
He's the one that does Walking Dead. For those of you that don't know.
Yeah, right,
Yes.
right. He's been doing a couple interviews here lately, and I didn't know this, but I guess Invincible debuted about 6 months prior to the first issue of The Walking Dead.
Yeah, you were telling me that.
And he wrote both of them, so like he started them both pretty much at the same time. Invincible kind of struggled for a while. But Walking Dead took off, and we all know how that turned out, you know? And honestly, I think because of the popularity of The Walking Dead,
Yes.
that's what really kick-started the idea of producing this cartoon.
As soon as they heard Robert Kirkman, they
Right.
were like, oh, okay, well,
Yeah.
then he did Walking Dead, so of course I'm going to check
And then they
Invincible
probably
out.
read some of the book, which I know I said I was gonna refrain from reading the source material, but to my credit, I waited till the finale episode, and I'm sorry I can't wait till whenever. We have no date for when the
No.
next season's coming.
But they were green-lighted. They're
2 and 3.
seasons 2 and 3
Yes.
are green-lighted.
Yes.
So there will be that.
Yes.
Also, we were watching a video that showed there were actual Easter eggs in The Walking Dead for Invincible.
Oh yeah. I remember that. That was very cool.
When Carl was hanging out with Enid, there was a scene when they were in the woods,
Yeah.
just hanging out.
Just hanging out reading comic books.
And one of the comic books that Carl was reading was Invincible. Another scene where they went into a house, and I guess like they were like looking around,
Right.
And they went to a kid's room, and what was it?
Lego figures.
Yeah,
They were like the little Lego people.
Yep.
Except they were Invincible themed.
Yeah.
So I think there was an Omni-Man.
there was Adam Eve
There was Mark Grayson.
and Adam Eve. Yep,
And Alan the Alien.
Alan the Alien.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. I like him.
Well, speaking of, I just wanted to run down real quick of the characters.
Alan the Alien.
He's funny. He is funny. Okay, Alan the Alien
Okay.
is voiced by
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen. Yes. Okay. Mark is Stephen Yeun, who played Glenn in The
and-
Walking Dead.
Yep.
Debbie, which is Mark's mother, is Sandra Oh. She's a big time character, or was in Grey's Anatomy. I
Yes.
used to watch that show.
Yes.
Nolan, Omni-Man, of course, is J.K. Simmons.
My man.
Yep.
I love him.
Yeah.
I love. You know what? Here's the next movie I'm going to get you to watch.
What?
It's a J.K. Simmons movie.
Is it the one you showed me the clip of?
Yeah. Whiplash.
Whiplash. I do want to see that. Yeah.
Dude, you want to talk about a
He
hard
plays
ass
an
teacher?
Asshole, man.
Yeah. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen it, get on it.
Yeah. The robot is played by Zachary Quinto. We know him as Silas in Heroes. Remember
Silas
that
in
show?
Heroes, and he also played Spock in the J.J. Abrams version of Star Trek.
And he also played in American Horror Story in a few different seasons.
That's right.
Yes, he did.
I forgot he was in that.
Yep. Adam Eve.
You know,
is-
he's from around here?
I do know that. Yeah.
Zachary Quinto's from the Pittsburgh
area.
Somewhere. I don't know exactly, but
Yeah, buddy.
hell yeah.
Adam Eve is Jillian Jacobs. I'm not real familiar with her,
Okay.
but I love the character Adam Eve.
Yeah, I like her.
Rex Sloan / Splode is
Rex Splode.
Yeah, Jason. I don't know if I can say his name right.
Let me see it.
It's
Mantzoukas. Jason Mantzoukas.
Okay, Mantzoukas. Okay.
He's played in
Brooklyn
Nine-Nine.
Nine-Nine. Oh, he is funny.
I love that show.
He is a great actor.
Is that show coming back?
I hope it does. I love
Brooklyn
Brooklyn
Nine-Nine?
Nine-Nine. I really do.
Yeah.
Duplicate is played by oh boy,
She's a cool character.
Melise Zhao. I'm sorry if I butchered that name. Monster Girl.
Hold on, I like
Duplicate?
I like that character.
Yes. Yeah, she was pretty cool.
And she can multiply herself.
Yeah, she can
Yeah.
make herself like into 10 or 20 of herself.
Right. And
It's
then
really cool.
you had mentioned Adam Eve.
Adam Eve.
Adam
yes.
Eve is probably one of my favorite characters so far. She reminds me of Scarlet Witch.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, she has that pink, like she dresses in pink and she has that pink power. Like
it's like pink
shit.
magic.
Yeah.
Her magic's pink, and she can she can reorient atoms at a molecular level, so and she can create things out of nothing.
And she can fly too.
And she can fly. She's just like Scarlet Witch, but in the Invincible world.
I know, it's awesome.
Continue.
Monster Girl.
Okay, this is like your Hulk character.
Yes, is played by Gray Griffin and also Kevin Michael Richardson, because he plays her monster self.
Okay.
So she's actually like a little girl.
Right.
Who's actually like 24 years old.
She's 29.
Or 29. I
Yeah.
thought it was 24. I don't know why.
But maybe
But
it was 26.
she's in her 20s.
It's late 20s. She's in her later half 20s.
Yeah, later half 20s.
And she's cursed.
She's cursed, yes.
And she
Do
can
explain.
she turns into this like ogre beast. Excuse me, which is just like your Bruce Banner turning into the Hulk character.
Yeah.
But every time she turns into this ogre beast, the monster, she gets younger
Yes.
as her real self. So that sucks.
It does
That'd
suck.
be terrible.
Yeah.
So that's why she looks like a 14-year-old girl, but she's
like
a
13, 14, yeah.
29-year-old woman trapped
Yeah.
in a 14-year-old girl's body. And I like how they just kind of started to touch on it a little bit, but I like the difficulties that would bring to a person.
Absolutely. What if she
Especially-
wants to have a drink?
Or
She can't go to a bar.
Or be in a normal relationship with somebody.
That too. And
Right.
we'll get to that
Okay.
too.
Yeah, because that ended up becoming something pretty important.
It did.
Yes.
When I mentioned Kevin Michael Richardson playing her monster self, he also played the Mahler twins.
Okay.
The blue
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, the clones.
Yeah.
The clones, and they're
He
always
voiced them.
They're always arguing about which
Yes.
one's the original and which one's the clone.
Yes, absolutely.
Because the way their technology works, it like he recreated himself, and then he just transfers his mind from one body to the other. But neither one will ever know which one is the original and which one's the clone.
Yeah.
Because I guess that causes problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, those were
One will
that
always think that one's more superior than the other. and-
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was that group. Okay. This group is the I didn't write down the beginning group in the very first episode.
The Guardians of the Globe.
Thank you.
Yes.
The Guardians of the Globe.
Which
These
is-
were all voiced.
This is your Justice League.
Yes.
Each one of these characters is a straight up Justice League character.
Yes.
And as she goes through them, I'll tell you who they are.
Okay. These were all voiced by the Walking Dead characters.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
War Woman is voiced by Lauren Cohan, who plays Maggie
And
in
that's
The Walking Dead.
That's your Wonder Woman.
Yep.
Wonder Woman character. She's just like her.
Green Ghost is Sonequa Martin Green, who played Sasha.
And that she's like the Green Lantern.
Yes.
Okay, but instead of having the ring of power, she has this jewel that
She eats.
she eats.
Yeah, I was like, what the
She
hell?
swallows it. Now this is a gender swap from the source material.
Was it a boy?
It
who
was
played
a male that was the
green.
green
Ghost.
Green Ghost. Yeah.
Okay. Martian Man is played by, or voiced, I'm sorry, by Chad Coleman.
Yeah, and,
Tyrese.
Obviously, Martian Manhunter.
Yeah.
I guess he had a slow day that day.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's Tyrese.
Yeah, go ahead.
Red-
He's a stretch. He's like Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
He stretches.
Yeah. That's about it.
Yeah.
Red Rush,
With the Flash.
The Flash. Michael Cudlitz.
Who does
Abraham.
Red Rush?
Red Rush.
Okay.
Abraham. Yep. Michael Cudlitz.
Okay.
Darkwing is voiced by Lenny James. Morgan.
Yeah, it is. It's your Batman
Your
character.
Batman. Yep. And last but not least,
Which is a race swap from the source material. It was a white man in the in the original comic.
yeah, because I saw in the show. Yep. The Immortal, Ross
Marquand.
Marquand.
I think.
I can never say his last
I think
name.
that's right. I think I'm doing
love
better
him.
than her though.
I love him. I
Yes.
love him. I can never say his last name.
Check out his videos on. He has a couple videos on YouTube where he does his impressions.
Oh my God, is he amazing?
He's a master.
He plays Aaron in The Walking Dead. For those of you that
he also played Red Skull.
Yes.
In Avengers: Infinity War and Avengers: Endgame.
Yep. He also voiced a couple different villains in the show.
Yes.
They weren't all listed.
Okay.
But it just said he played different villains.
The Immortal, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Who's that supposed to be?
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln.
The immortal Abraham Lincoln. Which they touch on just a little bit in the show.
Didn't they make a movie, Abraham Lincoln, the Vampire Hunter or something?
Yeah, we watched that once.
Oh, it was horrible.
And I was drinking heavily. Don't remember much of it except that it was terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't that great.
Yeah.
And then on to different main characters. Cecil. I
like Cecil.
He's voiced by Walter Goggins.
I love Walter Goggins too.
Yeah.
He was he played Sonny Birch in the Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yes.
Ant-Man and Wasp, the Ant-Man 2.
He also played a transgender in the Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy, yeah.
I mean, he's played in all.
He's an amazing actor.
He is. I really like him.
Yeah. I'd like to see him get a shot at playing the Joker. He's got that big mouth.
He does, yes. You've mentioned that before, and I think you're right. He would play an amazing Joker.
Right.
Yes. Of course, I already said Alan the Alien, Seth Rogen.
Also an awesome character.
Yes. D.A. Sinclair is Ezra Miller.
Okay.
He's the one that turns the students into cyborgs.
Okay, yeah,
Ezra Miller, of course, you guys know, he plays the Flash.
Right. Here's a question. Whatever came of that whole ordeal with Ezra Miller and him like attacking somebody?
Yeah,
was it in Europe?
I can't remember. All I know is that he got in trouble.
There was video of it, I believe.
Yeah.
That he got in some type of an argument with a fan.
Yep.
Or some type of confrontation.
And they said that.
And he like threw her to the ground or something?
Yeah, there was rumors that like he was fired. Like he wasn't going to play the Flash anymore.
Well, that's evidently not true because he's still playing the Flash and he's still getting work. So.
Yeah, so who knows? Amber, which is Mark's girlfriend, Zazie Beetz.
Yes.
She played Domino in Deadpool 2.
Yes, and she was in Joker as well.
That's right. She wasn't with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, she was the girl across the hall that he had the crush on.
Yes. Art Rosenbaum is the tailor who made the superhero suits. Mark Hamill.
May the 4th be with you.
Ta-da!
I love it.
The frat.
May the sports be with you.
This is exactly how they had him listed, okay?
Okay.
Doug Cheston, the frat douche.
The frat douche.
Justin
Roiland.
Yep, Justin Roiland, who, of course, Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Solar Opposites. Yep.
It sounded just like Rick, except like the tone was just a little bit off.
Yep.
But you could definitely tell it was him.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it wasn't until the second time I watched it though that I really noticed it.
Yeah, because I remember you asked me, you were like, "Who's this sound like?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, that sounds like freaking Rick.
Yeah.
Rick and Morty. And you're like, yeah, it's Justin Roiland.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
There's only 2 more here.
Okay.
William, who is Mark's best friend, is played by Andrew Rannells. I guess that's how you say it.
I'm not familiar with him.
I'm not familiar with him. He does a lot of Broadway shows.
Okay.
And then last but not least, Damien Darkblood.
Yeah, the demon.
The demon detective.
Demon detective. I liked him. I liked his character.
He is played by Clancy Brown, which I will always remember him because he played Sheriff Gus Gilbert in Pet Sematary 2.
Okay.
Remember the asshole stepdad?
Yes.
I will always know Clancy Brown as
Gus. Also from the original Highlander movie. He was in the original Highlander.
I'm not too familiar with that.
All right, well, we're going to have to fix that.
Yeah, sorry. He's Gus to me. Always Gus.
Oh, what was I going to say? The principal.
The principal.
Okay, in Invincible, the school that Mark Grayson goes to.
Oh, yeah.
Is Reginald Vell Johnson High School.
That's right.
And the principal of the high school is Principal Winslow, who is voiced by Reginald Vell Johnson.
Who played Carl
Winslow in Family Matters.
Whew. Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
That's pretty awesome.
Oh, my God. We used to watch Family Matters all the time.
He was the police officer in Die Hard as well.
Well, he was a cop in Family Matters, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
love it.
My family,
so
we
awesome.
always used to watch a TGIF. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
TGIF every Friday?
Yeah, and then you have Family Matters, and then Step by Step.
Step by Step.
Then Full House.
Full House was on there,
and then,
what was the other one?
I don't know. It usually
was Fresh Prince on TGIF?
That was what I was gonna say. That third block was usually like the test block.
The test block.
That was one that was always changing. It seems like
for a while, Dinosaurs was on TGIF.
I remember Dinosaurs. There's also on Disney Plus now.
We're 80s babies.
It don't hold up.
Yeah, we're 80s babies, but you can call us 90s because we grew up through the 90s, so we're 90s kids.
You can call me whatever you want. I really don't give a fuck.
We remember all those shows. Classic shows. Yes.
But Dinosaurs, by the way, doesn't hold up very good.
No.
I tried. I was going to try and introduce my kids to it. Not the Mama is just not as funny.
Not the Mama.
Yeah,
over it. I grew up with... Now, you didn't have cable. I had cable, so I grew up with Nickelodeon shows like Real Monsters, Are You Afraid of the Dark, I had Mona the Vampire, I think.
I had
Mona the Vampire?
I had one of those antennas.
The antennas
yes. Yeah. And it would rotate on the roof. And you would have to make that thing rotate to get a signal in, and we got one NBC channel. We got one ABC channel.
Oh.
We got, I'd say 1.5 Fox channels.
Okay.
1.5 NBC channels because we would pick up Pittsburgh and Johnstown.
Oh.
Okay. So we had, what was it? Fox 53.
Yeah.
Was Pittsburgh. And
Fox
then
53 was Pittsburgh.
Fox 8 was Johnstown.
Yep.
Then you had NBC 11 in Pittsburgh. And then NBC Channel 6 in Johnstown.
But you had CBS, KDKA.
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
Sometimes. CBS didn't come in very well. Channel 2 Pittsburgh. CBS didn't come in very well, but we did get WQED very well. That was our PBS channel.
PBS. Yes.
And so
Channel 13.
We watched a lot of Nova growing up. A lot of Nova. Nova was a good show, though.
Yeah.
I liked the outer space programs that they used to do.
Yeah.
Nova had some cool space programs. Is neat.
Well, like, I used to get so excited when, like, we didn't have the Disney Channel. Like, now, today, Disney Channel was included in all cable packages.
Right.
Growing up, you had to pay.
Yeah, it was an extra.
That was like an HBO.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I remember, like, the weekends certain weekends, you get free Disney Channel.
Yep.
And I'd be sitting in front of that TV watching them.
They did that with the other channels sometimes too.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Cool. We didn't get that. I couldn't turn that thing far enough to get HBO, man. I twisted that thing back and forth, north, south, east, west. I couldn't get nothing.
If you did run to like an HBO channel or something, it would be, the static. And you kind of see the screen coming through a little bit.
That's you. That's through the cable.
Yeah. Disney, after like the free trial was
Every
done,
once in a while, you catch a titty between the bars.
Skinamax. That's right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome. But back to Invincible.
Yeah. What the hell happened there?
I know. We just started rambling. Sorry.
Okay.
All in all, I really loved the show.
Overall.
It was very brutal.
How about that final episode?
Brutal.
How about the final episode?
When his dad pulled that shit at the end of... there's 8 altogether, right?
Yes.
Okay, at the end of episode 7, when he, like, started in as far as, I'm here basically, to get rid of the weak, and these people on Earth don't mean anything to me. And
that was the beginning of the finale. That was the 8th episode.
That's right. The end of episode 7 was when he killed the Immortal again.
He killed the Immortal, and it ended with, Mark, we got to talk.
Yes, that's right.
And then it cut off, And that's where I finally got her started. I had to wait. I had to watch the entire series again before I watched the finale. And I waited like a good man, like a good husband.
He's a good husband. Yes, he is.
I waited. And we watched it together, damn it.
Mm-hmm. But
how about Omni-Man?
Omni-Man was an
How about when Omni-Man held Mark in front of the subway?
Oh, my God.
Mark, he keeps refusing. Omni-Man's telling Mark, he's like, I'm not actually here to save the planet. I'm here to take it over.
Yep.
And we need to weaken its defenses to make it more easy for us to come in and take this place over. And his son's like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is my home. You can't do this. I'll stop you. And then Omni-Man's like, all right, son, let's do this.
Yep.
And it wasn't a fight.
No.
It was Omni-Man whooping the fucking piss out of his kid for probably the first 25 minutes of this episode.
And I kept looking at you going, he's an asshole.
It just kept escalating and escalating. It started off with a few punches, and then we got it was like the Man of Steel type thing. Remember the movie Man of Steel when he fought Zod and he was just punching him through the air? We got a little bit of that, and they stop, and Omni-Man's talking to him again. He's trying to, talk Mark into helping him. He refuses. He's like, well, let me show you this. And he fucking hits him, and he goes down into the fucking subway.
Yep.
And he picks him up, and he holds him by his head as this subway car comes. And you could just see Mark waving his arms.
Yeah,
and
trying to get out of it.
Yeah, he's waving his arms, and that's just people are just exploding. People's bodies were just exploding in the pools of blood all over the place. And then I felt
so bad for Mark.
How about when Mark saved that pilot? Cecil sent fighter jets after them. And even though he knew that these fighter jets weren't going to do anything, he was just sending them to try and maybe get them a little time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So these fighter jets come rolling in, and, Omni-Man, of course, is not hurt by any of their attacks, and he takes out a jet, and he goes flying after the second one. Well, the pilot from the jet that just exploded,
the first one,
is he's still attached to his chair, and he's falling, and his parachute's not deploying.
Yeah, and Mark was coming to save him, right?
Yeah.
And he, the pilot?
The pilot was falling. Mark comes down.
Yeah.
He goes to hit the parachute, deploys, throws him back, but he was able to get out of it.
Yeah, and Mark flew him down to safety on the ground.
At the very nick of time, he got him out of the chair. The chair hit the ground, and he brought him down. And then immediately, he was like, oh, thank you. And then his dad comes down and was like, wow, you went through all that to save this guy, and then crushes his head.
Yeah, right in front of Mark, and the blood from his head just all over Mark.
All over Mark. I've never seen anything like this.
When I seen that, I looked at you and I was like, asshole again, asshole. That's all I could explain.
Yeah.
That's all I could say about Omni-Man Nolan.
Hole
mio.
Here's the good news. He'll be back.
Oh, I know he will be.
So ultimately,
I know he will be. No, what got me?
Okay.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
What got me, and it actually made me tear up a little bit, was when, Mark was telling his dad, what about mom? Don't you love mom? And he was he's like, well, yeah, I love your mother, but I never really looked at her as as a partner, basically.
He said,
I look at her as more of a pet.
She's more like a pet. Yeah.
When he said that,
you and I both looked at each other like, I can't believe he just said that.
You went, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I looked at you like, you ever call me a fucking pet?
Well, I can't fly, for one, so.
I know.
No, unreal. Absolutely amazing show. It really nails it where it counts.
Yes. Absolutely.
There's some emotional moments in it.
Oh yeah, I teared up a good bit in the last episode.
I think one of one of the more emotional portions of this episode in particular, not counting, all the shitty things that Omni-Man had said.
Yes.
Because he said some really terrible things.
And him and Mark.
Yeah, and he's beating the hell out of Mark throughout the majority of this episode, and it ends at Mount Everest.
Yeah.
And if you've been watching the series, you would know that this is an important place, Mount Everest. And he throws them into it, and he's beating the hell out of them, and he's telling them, you're going to live for a long time. You're going to live for thousands of years. And he goes, in 500 years from now, who are you going to have? And Mark, he tries to look up, but his face is all swelled up.
Oh, God. And he busted out his teeth?
His teeth were missing, and he looks up and he goes, you, Dad, I'll still have you. Wow.
Well,
wow.
We watched, I watched the portion of Kevin Smith's podcast.
Fat Man Beyond.
Yep. And Robert Kirkman was on that. And one of the questions, who's Kevin's partner?
Mark Bernard.
Yeah, Mark asked Kevin.
Bernard or Bernardin?
Not Kevin, sorry. He asked Robert Kirkman, he said, this show was really brutal.
Yeah.
And he said, and don't get me wrong, it was an excellent show. He goes, I just want to know, was there a reason that it had to be so brutal?
Yeah.
Which a lot of people have asked.
Yes, I know, yeah.
And Robert Kirkman said, part of it is because you need to see the brutality and to see Omni-Man and how he thinks and everything.
Right.
It all comes down to that part.
That moment.
That moment when him and Mark were there and he's just punching his son like relentlessly. I mean, there was no give. He just was going
full force.
Ape shit on him.
Yep, full force.
Yeah. And
for Mark to respond and still
have love.
Still have love for his father, yeah.
Yes. That was the reason. Because
and it got to Omni-Man.
It did. Because he started tearing. Like, when he said that, his fist, at that point, Omni-Man had the flashback. Mm-hmm. And he saw Mark,
Which was, that wasn't really part of in the source material.
It wasn't?
Nope.
Oh.
That flashback portion.
Oh.
That, it was there, but in a different part of the comic book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, after that flashback, that's when he kind of held back his fist.
Yeah.
He was getting ready to punch him again.
Started tearing up, and he took off. And I'm telling you what, some of the scenes in this show are cut right out of the comic book. The panels are 100% the same. I mean, the character design is slightly, and I'm going to say very slightly different.
Well, yeah, you're going to have that. Yeah.
But, I mean, that part when Omni-Man's flying away, and, you can see Earth behind him and the tears are coming off, that's cut right out of the book.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, even, like, whenever they came to save Mark on Mount Everest, remember how it was, like, still shots? Mm-hmm. Is that straight from the comic, too?
Yeah, a lot of this battle was in the source material.
Okay.
Not him holding his face up against that subway.
Yeah, that was insane.
That was brand new.
That was insane.
But overall, I'm sold, man.
Yeah, I'm excited for season 2.
Season 2, season 3.
Yep.
I heard they have plans for up to 7 seasons.
Wow.
They have 7 seasons worth of material. And if you're like me and you're impatient and you can't wait, a majority of the issues are available to read for free if you have a Comixology subscription.
Yep.
That's
Comixology subscription.
Yeah, I started reading them there. They have you could either read them by issue, or they have a couple of the volumes, and the volumes compile a few issues together.
Okay.
So, for example, volumes 1 through 3 will get you through issues 1 through 13, which is pretty much the first season.
Yeah.
Minus a few things that they added into the season that don't happen till much later in the comic book. Mm-hmm. But they're just, compiling the storylines to make a more interesting show.
Yeah. Got it.
Nailed it. I love it.
Yep. Definitely. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 what?
10 out of 10.
Invincible bug goggles.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say Invincible eyes.
Invincible bug goggles.
The bug goggles.
Yeah.
Yep, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10
You
Invincible.
did a great job, Robert Kirkman. Keep it up.
And the other people working with you, the animation, the animators.
Everybody that was included in this show, and that's including the cast too, the voices.
Yes.
You guys did an amazing job. Love this show. Keep it up. I'm excited for the future seasons. So,
as am I.
Yeah.
So, got anything else?
That's about it. I think
About
we're going
it.
to wrap this show up.
Well, we got some different things coming up.
Yes, we do.
Things might start getting a little weird around here. Our next episode, we are probably not going to be talking too much about the movie stuff.
Nope. It's going to be FnA presents The Strange and Unusual.
You fucked it up. Get the paper.
It's FnA
Tales.
presents Tales of the Strange and Unusual. I'm sorry, I fucked it up. That's right.
I like
That's
it.
right. We're gonna find some true stories. For
True
you guys.
stories, creepy
Yeah.
stories, stuff like that. We've also been thinking about a short film. We got a project in mind.
Mm-hmm.
It is in the very, very, very early stages.
Yeah.
But we are excited about it.
Yep. We're already in the writing process.
Yes.
As
yes.
far
We have a
as-
story.
Yes.
We got something.
Yeah. We have the basically the plot down.
Yeah.
The premise of the story. Now it's dialogue, and we're
get there.
really excited for you guys to see it in the hopefully soon.
In about 3 years.
No, I was gonna say in the very near future, you guys will be seeing it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it.
Yes, it is.
That's about it, folks.
Hope you guys enjoyed this
Hope you-
episode.
absolutely.
If you haven't checked out Invincible and you guys were still here listening to spoilers, go check it out.
Absolutely.
Let us know what you guys thought about it too.
Down in the comments.
That's right.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Give us a thumbs up.
We have got to get better with this. We got to do this at the beginning.
I know. Well, give
We're
us
doing
a
it
thumbs
now.
up. Subscribe.
Thumbs
Comment.
up. Comments.
Do it all.
Subscribe.
Ding, ding.
Well, I'm not going to do 2 of them.
All right. Well,
Maybe
then
I
thumbs
will.
up.
All right. I'm Fred.
I'm Adrienne.
And we're FnA.
We're FnA.
See ya.
Take care, guys. Bye.